This Easy Gap video series is brought to you by Chico State's Colleges of Natural Sciences and Agriculture and the Center for Healthy Communities. This video is food safety plan and self-verification. Farmers are an important part of our community. People rely on you every day for the food on their dinner table. Verifying that you have important policies and procedures documented and verifying that your employees are following these policies and procedures is an important part in ensuring a safe food supply. In this video, we'll talk about the importance of performing a self-verification to ensure that all policies and procedures are being followed and that all documents are in place and being used. There is one food safety document you will hear about in this video, the self-verification checklist. This document can be accessed on our website. All of the documents referred to in this checklist can be accessed on our website as well, and will be discussed in more detail in the other on-farm food safety videos. Why is this important? While it is important to have documented food safety policies and procedures in place, it is even more important to make sure that these policies and procedures are being followed by your employees, along with verifying that any required documentation is being recorded and maintained. Overview. The self-verification checklist is a tool for you to use in order to verify that all of the necessary food safety documents for your farm are in place, that all of the procedures are being followed, and that all of the required training logs are being completed. The checklist is divided into sections that cover various growing practices that may be present on your farm. The checklist is available as an electronic document so that you can remove any sections that are not relevant to your farm or add in the important practices that occur on your farm that are not present on the checklist. The checklist also indicates if any policy or procedure should have an associated standard operating procedure, SOP, documentation log, or any other documentation that should be maintained, such as a certificate of analysis, employee license or certificate, or test results. To help you complete the process, the rest of the videos in this series will walk you through each topic and explain what you should be looking for and verifying on your farm. Any documented policy, procedure, or log for traceability and recall, land assessment, water source and use, soil amendments, pesticides and herbicides, employee hygiene, and crop handling practices should be included in your plan. Your plan should be complete and accurately reflect all of the practices on your farm. Verification of each growing practice. The self-verification checklist allows you to identify potential problems and situations on your farm that may need to be addressed. The checklist should be completed at least once for each growing season and possibly more depending on the type of crops you grow and any practices that may impact the risk of food safety on your farm. When performing a self-verification of your on-farm food safety plan and practices, it is important to pay attention to any potential sources of contamination that may be on your farm. Any corrective actions taken to address potential problems observed during your self-verification should be documented. Documentation. Your written plan should include any documents or logs that relate to your farm practices that are discussed in this video series. All of these documents are available on our website. Just remember to update the content so that it has the correct information for your farm. Remember that in addition to what is discussed in this video series, you also need to follow any state, local, or commodity-specific regulations in order to be in compliance. State and local regulations can be found through government agency websites, and stone fruit-specific regulations can be found on an association's website. In California, visit the California Fresh Fruit Association's website at calfreshfruit.org. We hope that you find this video series helpful in completing your on-farm food safety plan. All food safety policies and procedures should be developed using national, state, and local guidelines. Therefore, no responsibility is assumed or implied by CSU Chico Research Foundation or CSU Chico.